Okay, good afternoon. Today we've got my 1987 FJ60 Land Cruiser, and just got some really minor things that we want to do, and I have not seen anyone make any content about this. Hopefully it's because it's so easy, but we're going to find out. I've got spark plugs that need to be changed, which is nice how accessible they are. And then I've got something right here called the PCV valve. And a lot of these things are kind of just part of like an ignition tune-up. My car's been having a little trouble passing smog, but hopefully these things will remedy that. Here's the parts. So I've got 6 OEM spark plugs. I've got a PCV valve, which actually looks like it's made by Aisin, so if anyone wants to not go through Toyota and just buy from the OE direct. And I don't know what this is, the grommet around it. And let's check out these spark plugs, see if we can figure out who makes them. Denso. You can also just go straight to Denso and buy these. So if you don't know, now you know. Let's go start with the PCV valve. You can see that there's a clamp holding this hose to it, and it's stuck on there with the grommet. And you can see here there's no screws, so you just kind of have to yank it out. There it is. So you loosen that, and that's off. Let me take this. Oh my god. First off, that was easy. Second of all, look at my grommet. Glad I ordered one. Now when you shake them, that's what the old one sounds like. Here's a new one. Yeah, that you can, it's like marbles in there. It's a little clogged up. So you can see I've got part of the grommet still stuck in there. So I got to figure out how to yank that out. All right, it's been kind of a pain. You can see here that I've just been breaking off piece by piece. Luckily, nothing's really fallen in there, but I've been using this to kind of pry it out, and I finally kind of broke the seal, so hopefully I can just yank this thing out. There it is. Never as easy as you think. So now that I got it out, I've got a little WD-40. I'm going to put it on the grommet. Just a smidge here to make sure it's a little easier. And there it is. Fresh grommet. Do a little here too on the PCV valve. And it's in. And then we just plop this on. And that, folks, is a fresh PCV valve. Okay, so next we got spark plugs. What's nice is if you look here, all of my hoses that come off my distributor cap, they are all numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all I do is yank each of these off. And just remove the spark plug. Just pop the new ones in and we're groovy. Okay, so I've got a 3/16 socket here, which should just go right on. Yeah, it does. I just need to pop them off. Okay, that looks pretty grody. Let's look at a new one. and that's a new one. So yeah, I guess it's about time to change them. I got an additional extension just to give myself a little more breathing room when we're doing this. This is going to take a minute just because it takes quite a few revolutions to get the spark plugs out, so I might just skip the filming on these until they're all popped out and then start popping the new ones in. So I'm going to check back up with you guys later. Alright, so what I did was I hand seated all these into the threads. The reason why I do that is because I don't want to cross thread anything, so being able to hand screw it in just gives me that feel to know that I'm catching the thread properly. So now I'm going to take this, I'm going to tighten them all back in, plug in all these hoses, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so I've got them all hooked up now. Let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, all that's left to do is test it out. Sounds good. Looks good.